Hi there, I'm Jordan Smith, the President and CEO of Rapido Trains Inc. And today I'm here with our all-new HO scale EP-5 electric locomotives. These electric locomotives were built by the General Electric Company specifically for New Haven Railroad, for service on passenger trains between Grand Central Station or the Penn Station and the end of New Haven's electrified territory at New Haven, Connecticut. Now, while they're equipped with overhead pantographs to pick up electricity from the catenary, they also are equipped with third rail shoes, which were used to go into Grand Central Station in New York City. The very first EP-5 was actually delivered in a quasi-McGuinness paint scheme, which was in yellow. Now, that scheme was not very well received by the New Haven itself, and was actually never left the factory. It was repainted into the more commonly known McGuinness orange scheme very quickly, and all of the units went into service in orange McGuinness. Now, after just a year, these engines were sent back for modifications at General Electric, and they received a number of grille retrofits on the car body, which you can see on our Penn Central sample. When Penn Central was created in 1968, the New Haven was merged into the larger PC system, and all 10 of the EP-5s continued with the Penn Central. Now, 4 of the EP-5s actually didn't last very long, and they never ran for the PC, and they were scrapped around 1972. The rest of the units continued right to the end of PC's existence, with 2 of them actually continuing very briefly on with Conrail before being stored and finally scrapped in 1979. Let's look at the details we've incorporated into the EP-5 models. Starting at the ends here, and of course this is a double-ended model, so the details are the same at both ends. We've got separate metal grab irons, separate metal handrails. We've got a full detailed cab interior along with windshield wipers on the cab windows, the Hancock air whistles on both ends, the full pantograph mechanisms as we've been showing off already. There's as well all the electrical conduit separately applied. We've got the third rail shoe detail, all of the electrical wiring for that. And otherwise, they're actually a very clean model. Smooth sides, very streamlined, not lots of rivets and all that kind of stuff. So they're a very clean appearance. So let's get the EP-5 started up, and we'll show you the pantograph mechanism in operation. Now, on the prototypes, the pantographs were sprung loaded, and they used air to lower back to the locomotive. So we'll raise the pan up. As the pantograph connects to the overhead catenary, you can hear that cool electric sound. Next, we will start the engine up. We'll get rolling. You can hear the distinctive jet sound as the inverters do their thing. We'll bring it to a stop. And you can hear the brake squeal effect. It's a hallmark of all Rapido locomotives. So on these models, when you change direction, the pantograph on one end will lower and the other side will raise. And we'll get on our way once again. Now, these are pre-production samples, so not all of the sound functions have been installed yet, but we do have the basics. We have the Hancock air whistle. There's always a beautiful, distinct New Haven sound. And we also, of course, have the bell. all of our EP-5s will be equipped with ESU Locksound V5 decoders. Now, these are works in progress, so some of the lighting functions haven't fully been installed yet, but I'll give you a rundown of everything they're going to have. So right off the front here, we've got the directional headlight. We have the number board lights. And some of the features that we don't have showing today, we've got the class lights, which will be appropriate for the prototype, and the cab interior light. So you'll have that option for either end of the locomotive, whichever direction you are heading in. To run behind your Rapido EP-5, you may also want to have a look at some of the New Haven passenger cars that we've released in the past and in the future. These include the 8600 series coaches, which we've just released a second run of. There's the parlor lounge cars, dining cars, as well as the upcoming county car. Thanks so much for joining me for this quick look at our all-new HO scale EP-5 samples. Now, these locomotives have been in kind of development for a long time now. This has been a long time coming, but we're really proud to see that the final versions are coming together. The order deadline is coming up very soon, so January 15th is the final day to place your orders. After that, we will be going into production very quickly, hopefully for delivery kind of mid-2021. And on that, you want to make sure you sign up for our newsletter for updates on that, as well follow our production schedule. So thanks so much for joining me once again. Have a great one.